Hey, what's going on, everyone? Just came back from Walmart a little while ago, and well, I always like to go to the clearance aisle, but usually there's really not much there. But when there is, there's some good stuff. So, as some of you probably noticed, winter is over, spring is here, even though it doesn't feel like that very often. But picked up some good stuff lately. So right here, I picked up a Hyper Tough utility heater, 1500 watts. Regular price on this was $25. Picked it up for $9.50. Right here, a Pelonis forced heater. Picked that up for $5.50. Regular price was $15. Right here, hot hands. Let's see. These were regular $7.50. Picked up for $2. This is the slightly larger ones. And right here, hot hands. These are the regular ones you usually see a lot. $2, regular $7.50. And I brought something that I bought last year, actually. This is a little heater, which doesn't look like much, but it's pretty awesome. I only saw these for a couple of years, and basically you plug them right into the wall, and they do a pretty good job heating things up. A little backstory here. I actually have one of these in my office, and I've been using it now for about 3 or 4 years, and it's pretty cool. I mean, it does a really good job. When I had bought it a few years ago, I think it was about $13, and I picked this one up right here last year for $5. So not bad at all. Because you know what, stuff breaks. And when that other one breaks in my office, I'm not going to be more than a day without one, because next day I can bring this in as a replacement. This right here is the exact same one that my wife has in her office. She bought one, oh boy, I forget how many years ago. Maybe, again, 5 or 6 years ago, 7 years ago. She bought one, really liked it, but then it broke. A few years ago, they were having a sale at Walmart. These were $5 on clearance, and we ended up picking up a couple of them. And I gave her one. I said, "Listen, in case yours breaks at work, you got a backup." And guess what? It broke, so she had a backup. So fortunately, it broke like on a Monday. She had the backup on a Tuesday. Not bad. This right now, $5.50, pretty good. I mean, she uses hers, quite frequently, daily when it's cool. And it's lasting for her, and this way she has the backup for for $5.50, so that's pretty good. And as you can tell here, if you look at the price tag, it looks like it had two price tags on it. Like, they might have had it for $7 or $8. They didn't sell, and they marked it down to $5.50. So if you have a Walmart in your section, go check it out, because they have some really good prices here. It's like, they're taking like 50-60% off things. Like that was $15.50. Now, excuse me, $14.77. Now it's $5.50. So, knocked like 2/3 off. The utility heater, the Hyper Tough utility heater, was $24.62. Now it's $9.50. So they knocked a pretty good amount off those. These right here, they took off about 70%. These I really like having. I usually keep a few of these in my car when it's cool. I have a backpack that I carry, that I have in the car just in case I have to leave the car for some reason, the truck, or just, if there's a breakdown or something. I have those with me. Same thing here. I got the hand warmers, like to have those with me. So I'll keep some in my house. I keep some in the car. I'll bring some to the office with me. I have them in a backpack that I have. This way, they're there. I know some people might say, well, it's not that big a deal, but you know what? If you've got really cold hands, you're going to want those hand warmers. And, for $2, it's a good deal. So I went to Walmart, saw a bunch of these hand warmers. They had the insoles. They had the larger ones like this, the traditional hot hands like that. And I picked them up, and my wife saw them. She's like, "What's the expiration date on them?" I said, "I don't know, but as long as it's 2 years out, I'm buying them." And I looked at them. Guess what? It's a little over 3 years. Right now it's April 24. These are good till April of 27. Now I imagine they'd be good for some period of time afterwards as a backup, but I'm pretty happy spending $2 and getting 3 years of insurance out of them. And I'm sure I'll use some of them down the road. So For $2, it's one of those things where if you're really uncomfortable and a $2 purchase makes you comfortable for, what does it last for, like 12 hours? Oh, this one right here, look at this, lasts 18 hours. If something can make you comfortable for several hours for $2, I think most of us will take that. And even if it doesn't, you have insurance for 3 years that if something not so good happens, you have this backup. So, long story short, if you are near a Walmart, go check it out because it's a really good way to stock up for winter stuff. Because you know what? Winter is over, but guess what? It's coming back again, and it's coming back again this year. It's April now. We have another 8 months, and winter's back again. So you are going to be cold. Well, depending on where you are, anyway. You're going to be cold. You're going to need heat. A lot of times they have ice scrapers on sale. They have snow brushes, and they'll knock 75 or 80% off. Like, again, I live in New England, so I have like a telescoping snow brush that's like, I think it goes to like 5 feet long. It's got the top of my truck and stuff, and it's got like a little squeegee on it, a scraper, a brush. It's pretty cool. I've had it now for about, I don't know, maybe about half dozen years. But guess what? Sometimes they have ice scrapers there, just plain old ice scrapers, like 25 cents, 30 cents. Why not pick one or two up? Pick one up for you. Pick one up for your spouse. If you have any children who drive, pick up one up for them. Put an extra one in the house. You just bought 5 of them for like $1. Again, it's cheap insurance. And for the preppers out there, because I know some of you are preppers because, I do videos on guns and knives and coins and bullion and all that good stuff. And I know typically if you're into one thing, you tend to be into the others. So I know some of you out there, you might not call yourself preppers. You might be a prepper, don't realize you're a prepper, but you got that mindset, So, the saying, 2 is 1 and 1 is none. That's basically my thinking here. We have a couple of heaters in the house to use as supplemental heat. So I got another one here, another one for my wife, another one for me. We have the hot hands. So really take a look at what's available to you at Walmart, and always go to those clearance aisles because you never know what you're going to find. And you know what? 9 out of 10 times it is full of crap. It's just total garbage that you're probably not going to want, but then every once in a while, it's like, holy crap, there's all this good stuff. Like this kind of stuff. Like this is like useful stuff that is, will come into use at some point, will give us comfort and will be there when we need it. So take a look now, and most importantly, try different Walmarts because, even if they're not that far away from each other, a lot of times, demographics change, clientele changes, and they have more of one thing, less of another. You might be able to get better deals at one particular Walmart than another. So if you're in the area, poke your head in. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Have a good one, and go buy some important stuff for cheap.